Welcome back. We are on episode number 84 of our Oxygen Not Included All Achievement Run. In our last episode, we made some needed changes to the aqua tuner setups up here. We are using polluted water instead of regular water, and I think it's going to make things way more efficient. Before we get started and do any other changes, let's also look at what we're going to fix. We had a minor issue over here with the poke shells that decided to hatch and turn, they turned on the dupes. So we are going to rectify that issue temporarily by putting the Pinch Roes eggs in here. So that's going to send that all the way up here. And then what I will do after that is we're going to throw eggs in a storage bin. That way we don't have to worry about them breaking open and harming our duplicates again. So what else we are going to do is we need to finish adding some pipes directly to all of these, right? So what we did is we created a separate SPOM, and this is specifically to give us the oxygen directly into the Atmosuit docks. I think it might be a good idea to also provide well, that might be a little too close. Let's actually put it like, we'll have them remove some of these and then we will put it on top here. What I want to do is have oxygen keep flowing into one of these reservoirs, and then we will send the extra oxygen directly into that, and then send that to every single one of the Atmosuit dock stations. That way we don't have to worry about the oxygen being pulled from the main base from the setup that we have right here. Another thing we need to fix is all this ice is kind of destroying things on us. So we are going to fix the issue that we created by undoing some of the problems that we created. So let's see, the other part I'm going to do is that, right? Mop up some of this stuff. If we look at our temperature is pretty nice in the base. Something I wanted to do was change a little bit of these to different material. That way it allows us to transfer that heat back and forth pretty easily. We need to get some of this barbecue. There we go. No, don't get rid of the Paku. We want to keep the Paku. Alright. We also need to add a couple of stuff here. I think I have this a little bit backwards. What we need to do is move this over. I think the power should go in this row instead of this one, but we already have it kind of set. So to remedy this situation, we're going to move these over one and then let it drop down, because I think they drop down from this little spigot is what I'm going to call it, instead of the one that they drop down on. So that will allow us to not have it in the wrong spot. Actually, don't get rid of those. We'll leave those there. That should be fine. Okay, let's go up here and let's put that at a number 9. That should help us fix this issue, right? And if we look at the temperature, it is working better than it was before. We were at less than 40 degrees Celsius on the electrolyzers, which is, I'm shocked that it got there that fast from changing these pipes right here, right? So if we look at our overlay, we have cobalt pipes, liquid pipes going in this direction, and then we have steel radiant gas pipes going in this direction. And this is just for the hydrogen. This isn't for any of the other stuff. So, let's also turn this into a 9 and fix that. And then when this goes idle, here's what I want to do. I'm gonna open this up temporarily and then close it before it breaks. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes. Another thing we need to do is we need to actually put the bathroom here. It needs to work. Otherwise, we run into something unpleasant. And what I mean by that is the duplicants that are stuck receiving treatment won't have anywhere to go to the bathroom. So that's not good. We don't want that, right? We want to fix that issue before we get to it. Alright. Water went down quite a bit, which is fine. We need to put some airflow tile right here. The temperature over here is getting pretty nice and warm, which is good. We want that because we're going to turn this into an industrial brick later on, right? That's the goal, at least. What do we have here? It's all polluted oxygen now, I think. Yeah, with a little bit of chlorine. So we're just going to let it keep pulling all of that out of there and sending it in this location. And then let's also go back up to the top here, break all this, turn that into a 9, and then let's do that. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We only have 0.3 cycles of 0.3 of a cycle left. And then we have to re-vacuum it. Well, I mean, I guess we don't have to re-vacuum it, but it would probably be helpful. Okay, let's turn the repair. No, the repair is at a 9 on the other side, so there we go. There is polluted oxygen in there for right now. Why are you stepping on top of it? Okay, now 0.2 cycles left. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry, hurry, hurry. They're moving. They're moving. Go, go, go. Hurry, Steve. There we go. Alright, this needs to be done, like, right now. And then turn this into a 9 instead of that, and then we will start pumping out the air. This is why I kept this here, just in case. Whew. No, 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 do that next one. Oh, okay. 85 seconds. You could do it. There we go. Alright. Perfect. That is what we like to see. Okay. We're building this so we can get the reservoir made. We'll do it at 7. And then this will go over here. No, 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 no. We only need it as an 8. Thank you. There we go. Alright. They should be able to fix those. It's probably just going to take a minute to get to those, but that's alright. The problem that we're going to run into here is the ice that's all liquid is not in here anymore. So, this will need to get colder again, or warmer again, and then we will need to Like once this is fixed, we'll need to close it back up, and hopefully that's enough water. There we go. You know, we could do, just move this ice over here. And then once this, yeah, we're still pumping out the oxygen, right? This is turning right into steam right away, so I'm not worried about it pumping out the steam. Okay, that's fixed. We're gonna move some of this ice here and then close this back up. I'm gonna turn that to a 9. Perfect. Okay, and then now oxygen is out. Well, no, not all of it. We look at the materials overlay and then we go to gases. We have a little bit of oxygen on the other side, but it's gone now, so. All right. Whew, that was a close one. We need to wrangle the Pinch Roe though. There we go. And now the bathroom should be working. Do we have automation available for... No, we do not. Okay. How many Pinch Roes we got? We got like 3 of them, 4 of them? Okay. If we put these in a specific type of liquid, they will start to have an option to turn into like the oaks. Yeah, we should use the ethanol and turn them into the oak Pinch Roes. That would probably be kind of cool. I've never used those before. We'll think about it though. We'll think about it. Let's put the egg, the Pinch Roe eggs. They're gonna come out of here and then back up here. Oh my gosh, how many are in there? Quite a bit. The other thing we need to do is put the critter eggs that we can find in here. And then this is going, no, sweep only. Thank you. Well, now there's 2 of them in here. Sweep. Sweep. Depleted uranium. This is good. This is good. Really good. Is this actually going somewhere? Okay, that's cool. Looking great. Marie is not stuck on the triage cot anymore. So let's do that. Let's, yeah. We'll put those down 1 more and then allow it to... We'll put ethanol and let them sit in the ethanol. That'd be kind of cool, right? What are we sending here? Oh, we're sending oxygen. Did we finish this stuff? We did. Okay, and then let's go like this, and then let's cut off this and this. There we go. We need to build... Oh, why is this going all the way across? Don't need it like that. Alright, so the next step that we have is we need to get oxygen from all the way up here down to these. I mean, we probably don't need to get rid of all of that, but... There we go. And then we are going to continue. We'll go on this side here, up and over, up and all the way across. There we go. Let's get some bridges in here. Ventilation, gas bridge, flip you around. 1, 2. Right, and then that will provide enough for each of them. We need to do this. And then the last one, let's see, we'll go up. No, not over like that. We'll go over in this direction. Let's do the other way. We'll go over and up and then down. There we go. Because they've already got bridges here, we can just go straight through like so. And then we'll do the same thing over here, and then we will put the other Atmosuit stations here. Right? Right. I think that'll be the good amount. Alright, let's close this up and then turn this here and here. Let's look at our plumbing and take a peek. So it's coming in at negative 12.5, coming out of this radiant at 2. Yeah, it's going up every time it goes through this. So let's see, what's the piping look like? Oh, they can't breathe in this at all. We definitely need to put those stations here. Let's do checkpoint. No, not checkpoint. We want the suits first. No. Can't do it. Not until we make more. We can't do steel yet. We need more materials. I think iron. Yeah. But I think what we will do is get more copper. We need more refined metal. Yeah, those need to be completed ASAP. There we go. It's looking pretty good, actually. So, let's see. Alright, those are done. There's oxygen in here, which is not good, but what are you gonna do? What we could do is close off that tile, deconstruct the thermosensor. I don't know if I want to do that or not. It's better when you have a liquid in there, because then you don't have to worry about this stuff. I'll think about this and worry about that in a minute. Okay, so we have a ton of hydrogen that we have in here that we aren't using right now. There we go. It's doing that weird thing again where it like starts and stops and starts and stops. Like even the oxygen is doing that. That's why we did this, so it wouldn't do that as much. But as you can see, it still slows down when it goes to the other one. So I'm thinking, let's look at the temperature. 32 degrees right there, and then when it comes over here, 31 degrees, and then 5 degrees, and then no, 7 degrees. So it's warming up these pipes, and it's just good. That's what we want, right? But these radiant gas pipes are made out of copper ore, and that's why they're not transferring heat very well. We could just make some out of steel. Alright, so this is my issue right now. We're going to make them go in both directions. Otherwise we get this weird stagger that we see down here. And I don't understand. If there's a way to fix that, please let me know. I would really like to stop that from happening. This weird stagger. Like, I think if we did this, it will work. And then it'll stop doing that, but I'm not sure how to fix that. Because it's in a loop, right? It's in a perpetual loop, so... And it, like, slows down the game and everything. It's so weird. Okay, so... I think we also need to come here and put that at a lower priority than that. Come back up this direction. This has been running really nicely, but we may change this as well. This aqua tuner setup, I think it might be a good idea to just incorporate the deep freezer into this aqua tuner setup. Just, you know, have the piping go down and around. I mean, we already have some. Like, it's already here. And how cold is that piping? It is -77. This might not be cold enough, though. Yeah, we're not gonna touch that. I changed my mind. It's not cold enough. I don't want to do that. What we do need to do, though, is add some more of this back in here. There's a little bit of a gap, and I want to get rid of that gap if we can. So we can send all of the liquid that's in these pipes out. A little bit. Yeah, that's probably cold damage. Why are you running? You should not be running. Oh, that's why. It should not be running. Alright, so that should have plenty now. We have one gap. Okay, so let's close that. And then let's get all of this liquid out of the pipe temporarily. This should just go... Why? Here's what we're gonna do. We're done running for a minute. Yeah. Man. This is frustrating when that happens, and this is my own fault, right? I made a mistake of not doing things the right way. Oh wow, look at that. Let's look at the temperature. See, everything there is getting warmer and warmer, which is good, right? And we will need that loop soon. So let's put the power wire back on. We have power here. The pipe is empty. We have a lot of stuff that needs to be changed in the temperature. Let's wow, this is going even lower. This is great. And then all this temperature is going down. This was all super orange earlier, so that what we did with the piping has pretty much fixed our issue. We've looped quite a bit of cold into the area, and it should be good. Okay. Puffed isn't going to be doing anything. Oh, we have a new principal. Snazzier green suit. Let's check on the duplicates over here. How are we doing? We have food, so that's good. Okay, so we have, is that ethanol or is that, it is ethanol. And it's just mixing in with everything else. Whoopsie. At least it's not in the water supply. There we go. Oh no. Well, we haven't been paying too much attention to this over here, but we wanted to open this up to see what was inside. Go up. I mean, this door doesn't stop gases from leaking in the area, so we need to fix that. I need to take care of all of this. That's fine. At least they have a bunch of stuff to do. I'm a little bit more concerned about what's going on over here at the moment. We need polluted dirt. Polluted dirt. There we go. Let's come back up here. A lot of this stuff is going to melt eventually, and we are going to need water to be removed. We can't put those there, but we could throw them here. We should probably not be building on the... Yeah, that's how I'm just going to do it for now. This will help give us time. Yep. Let's see, what's that heat look like? See, everything in there is getting really warm. There's a lot of ice in there, which is why I'm not changing anything. I'm not making the liquid go through because it's too cold right now. So we'll just build all this and have the liquid pumped into that. All this is going to start to melt. This is going to be great. Alright, let's look at the temperatures again. Alright, perfect. So since we've added some, instead of insulated tiles, it's dissipating the cold in this vicinity. There's a lot of cold in this vicinity. We cannot change that, otherwise these will stop growing, which it's already pretty close. But let's see. What are we? A couple things we needed to accomplish. We need to look at. Let's look at the oxygen. Okay, that's there. We're going up and over, and we need to go down. There we go. And then we deconstruct that one. Same thing here. We deconstruct these and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we also need to do this. Cut the pipe here, go all the way across, and then boom, we are set. Let's do the docks. Made not out of steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the station checkpoint. Perfect. We're going to have another one similar, kind of like right here. Yeah, I want to definitely have one of those right around here. Okay, we can get rid of all of this since we are no longer sending anything in this direction. Where is this going? Oh, you know what? we need to send this down here. To the polluted one. So it's going up, over, and down. We don't need to go in this direction. All we have to do is go down here. So we go straight down, and then straight down again, and then we need a bridge. And then that'll send all of anything polluted, gross in that conveyor. I don't think we have anything in there. Yeah, there's nothing that's storing, but we just need to make sure it's working properly. Why are you still here? We have a location for it, don't we? Oh, that would be why. Get it together, Dom. Get it together. Okay, let's deliver the suits. And then we also need power. So let's look at the power here. Do we have... We do have one that we aren't using. We're going to go straight across. The real question is, do we have enough? I don't think we have enough. We're going to need a little bit more copper. Let's look at the temperature here. This is pretty warm, but it's alright. Let's see, where is this water going? We have it going up and over and around directly to this oxygen setup. Let's see here. Okay. It's totally fine. Working as intended. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more refined metal in order to get what we need. Gas bridge, going up, down, and around. Like, this is a little extra, for sure. Alright, now, let's just get rid of the buildings. So we're going to go down one. And then we are going to drop some ethanol in here. Not a lot, just enough. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to need to change this. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh, look at all those Paku. Ridiculous. Ridiculous Paku. Alright, what else do we have going on here? We are going to look at this, everything coming up here. Let's see. Yeah, not too crazy. But again, all this needs to get warmer, melt all this ice. I think it's slowly going down, right? The temperature of these are going back up. And that's okay. Because we have this whole cooling system set up for this oxygen. And if we look at everything, it is getting pretty temperate. We do need to slow down the amount of cooling over here, though. Because these are getting so cold, they're going to stop. They're going to stop making mealwood soon. So, let's go to this tile, and then we are going to change some of these to insulated pipe. Like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll only have a couple. We don't need a bunch. It's working way more efficiently than we thought it would. Honestly, this is the kind of setup, this little aqua tuner setup, would be good to like throw a liquid going all the way around the base, like in a nice continuous loop, and cool the areas that are getting really hot. That might be something that I could do, but I'm okay with how it's set up right now. Okay, the water in that one is 42, the water in that one is 66, and then 72. Wow, okay. Pretty warm. Alright, so if we send that water in here, I think it'll be fine. Let's cut that off here. Is that going? It is. Let's cut the water pipes into these other directions, like here and here, and now it should go. It did not like that. Not one bit. There we go. We're just going to send a lot of this water into both locations. That's going to clear this out. Even if it's warm, the areas are pretty chilly, so the warm water from over here is going to probably dissipate in this region and then kind of counterbalance on both sides. Again, this is a constant thing that we deal with as we're trying to continue building towards the rockets and everything else. So we're gonna move on from that, allow them to go out in that direction so we can fix up the interior of this. We want this done pretty quickly, I'd say, so we're going to change that all to an 8. I hope this is going to work the way we want it to, but again, we're going to have to wait and see how it turns out when all the rooms are complete. I've never used these storage tiles before. These are kind of cool, so we'll see if they can use them while there is something on top of it. Not sure that's going to be how it works, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's continue this way. Okay, so we came down here and we haven't built it yet, but almost there. Again, so this is not necessary for the grooming station. The whole reason is to allow the auto sweeper to pick up the eggs. Otherwise, they become super mad at every thing in life, and then things don't work. Let's wrangle you again for the 5th time. Oh, man. There we go. Alright, are we getting enough oxygen, or... I mean, once they fill up, like once all this oxygen is filled up, we should be good. But we'll see. Alright, let's go to second medium speed. We have a lot of things to do. We have so much food. So much surf and turf. That's one thing I worry about when we send these duplicates on the rocket. Do we have to send them? I think berry sludge is the best, but I don't think we have things made yet. Okay. Now let's do this again and then let it all kind of... That's why things stopped getting cold, because we set all the hydrogen in here. This only works properly, like with the cooling, when we have it continuously looping and none of it is backing up. But I don't think that we've had the capability of that without the staggering, the weird staggering that we're noticing. 400, 450, 450. Yeah, those are set correctly. Okay, the ice is melting. So all that is gonna get super warm. We can't change the liquid to come in inside of this until it gets warm enough, right? And it melts all this ice. One more or two more, right? And then there's gonna be, this is all getting warmer. That's good. Soon it's going to pump out into this reservoir system. All right. So let's look at the gas pipes again. See, we have more hydrogen coming in, and then it's going to cool down all this. All right. No power yet. Do we have enough? I don't know if we have enough right now, but we can start. Let's go 1. How much do we have now? There we go. All right, we're gonna need to do a bunch more. I feel like we could do that continuously, but all right, how is this going? Yep, they're pumping out all the water now. The ice is all melted. I'm not really worried about the liquid inside this pipe. I think if it gets hot enough, let's see, what is polluted oxygens? 119.4. So once that evaporates, I think the polluted water turns into regular water. I think that's how that works. Let's see here. Let's pause for a second. I need to look at one thing. Wait, no, we're okay, we're okay. Let's go here, here, do. Ah, okay. So they're just taking their time getting here. I was wondering when we were going to see those. All right. Haven't done any research lately. We do need to start getting on that once we have enough data collection from the rocket. Let's look inside. How's it? Is everything done? Wow. All right. And is there any oxygen here? No, there's no oxygen. No power. We want to set a one of those. Do we even have them? We should have a mallow seed. I don't want something that let me think here. Yeah, I don't want something that has a the scent. I don't know which duplicants. What we need? Glass. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave that alone. Water input. Okay, so we need plumbing. So for the plumbing, is building. We need regular pipe. We're gonna go down and over and around. Yeah, this is a little crazy, but I think that that'll be necessary for sure. All right. Let's go back to the asteroid. I think we need to add something here. What am I missing here? Interior outlets. Okay. So we need a battery module, but we don't have... The limit height has been reached for this specific engine, right? So we can't change this until we have a better engine. So let's look at our engine types. What do we have available to us right now? Engine. We have a petroleum engine that we don't have yet. That's this one right here. Okay. Hydrogen engine. Whoop. Go back. Where's that? Hydrogen engine. We do not have a hydrogen engine. Let's see. Radbolt engine. Nope. How about the steam one? We do have a steam engine. Utilizes steam to propel rockets for space exploration. So this might be the way we go. We might use a steam instead, because we actually have it researched and everything. So we'll see. We will have to wait and see for sure. Let's see. Swap it for... What do we have? Steam engine, and we want to make it out of... Does it matter? I think it does. +5 on the burden. I mean, we were trying to do keep carbon dioxide in here just for that, but I don't think we'll be able to utilize the interior devices with power if it doesn't have the battery attached to it. So, because we have the solar panels, right? If we look, we need a ladder. Here, here, and here. If we look here, we have a solar panel, but it will not allow us to attach things to the outlets inside. So if we go swap this, can we swap this for battery? We can. Build. This looks weird, but I'm okay with that. So we will not be able to get power while we're in space, but if we charge this while it's here, honestly, we probably don't want to use the gantry. We probably should avoid the gantry. And it's also made out of steel. Good job, Dom. Yeah, let's get rid of this gantry. It's using so much power. We don't need that. Yep. Get rid of the gantry. Turn that into a 9. So I think this looks so bizarre, by the way. With that in between the rockets. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Yeah, get rid of the gantry. Let's pull those together, and then that should be fine. We'll just go in space and then come back down with the carbon dioxide, right? I think that will be just fine. Let's look at the temperature up there. So this is okay. This is warm. It's not as cold as in here. Did we change the pipes? We did. Let's do that. Okay. Fine. Perfect. Alright. I want to send a rocket soon, so that's the whole goal here. We need to get more and more... Oh man, we used all of that, didn't we? We sure did. Never have enough refined metal. Let's just make sure we're not... I think here. Make sure we have no excess or extras. Honestly, we could probably should probably get rid of this one. Let's stop using this. I mean, we have some carbon dioxide in here, but all we're doing is moving this polluted oxygen up and down now. And the whole point for this was to just get all the carbon dioxide, get all of the chlorine out of it, and we did. So, and then we can get all of this wiring back. Oh yeah. We'll break those open just to get that back. Perfect. Oh, we have another printable. What do we got? Some seeds. Let's see, how is this going? Alright, so if we look at the temperature, it's going back down. And again, that's because there's more hydrogen in the pipes that are getting colder and then looping back and forth. So I may need to play with this setup. I think that this is not working the way we want it to. Maybe if we incorporated a reservoir with this, it might help. But I'm not going to do that right now, because we need to get power. More power required. We want those. Let's go over here. And then how far over do we need to go? Oh man, we have to go all the way over. Alright. Let's see, what do we have here? Almost done. Need a little bit more. And this is getting pretty warm, to be honest. That's why we usually put those on the other side of these, but while that's working in that capacity, how does this over here look? Pretty good, I'd say. Polluted water in here. We can't reach those, so let's go 1, 2, 3. We could sieve this and then send it where we need it to go. Yeah, we could, oh, we don't have a pipe specialist. That's fine. What we want to do, though, is we want to start pumping out this oil, right? So we need to go up, over. We're just going to follow it back around in the other direction. Yep, kind of how we want it. There we go. Alright, let them fix that. Alright, let's look at the temperature again. This should be getting pretty warm, and then it's gonna mix with this cold. Our little changes over here has helped to keep it temperate, which is what we wanted. It was getting a little too chilly around the mealwood. No, let's go. Oh my gosh. No more of you. Yeah, we have too many Drecos. We kind of let them all hatch. Honestly, if I just have them sweep all the eggs up like this, it should be good. This is great. Oh my goodness. At some point they will grab the ones that we want, which is the eggs, and move them down here. This is great. I'm just gonna leave them alone for a little bit and let them figure it out. Okay, oxygen is getting pumped and pumped and pumped, so this is good. Alright. Once they are all filled, which I hope they do get filled completely, the pipe should back up, kind of like this one did, right? But there's no power yet, so that's why those didn't start. 895. No. Go. So what I'm thinking of doing is supplementing this oxygen here. That way it gets filled completely. Hurry, hurry, hurry. There we go. It's all getting nice and warm. This is not steam yet, but it's at 100 degrees, so it is running. We've turned it to 0. Let's see, what is the freezing temp? It is negative 20 degrees. So keeping this at 0 should be fine. Oh, there's steam right there. Got it. Things are just are really chilly because they're still warming up from being in that ethanol loop that we had. Let's look at this temperature. It's good. There we go. Yeah, I think now that we have that set, I think what we are going to do is put a reservoir behind it. Only because this is not good. This is just to keep the loop going, right? And I think because it stops and goes and stops and goes and stops and goes, that's what's creating this really not good situation with the piping, keeping everything cool. So I'm just kind of trying to keep it looping as much as we can. Okay. All right, so let's temporarily cut this pipe so that all this oxygen gets sent right in here. Once this is filled, we'll flip it to the other one. There we go. Alright, how's this gone? Oh man, they're doing great. I don't see any more eggs, so we can stop that. It's really hard to tell if there are any eggs, but not a big deal. Alright, how's the water situation looking? Okay, we are... Yeah, this is a little bit crazy. I see, okay. Still working well. Right, I think that because of how cold that this area is up here, it's not working properly, and then this is not. We have to have this liquid melt in order for the piping to work the way we want it to. So we're going to just allow it to keep running. Just leave it alone for now, and it should be fine. It's actually it is an 8. Okay, so we're just waiting for the oxygen to flow perfectly into these different suits, and then everybody can go in and out. Alright. What we also need to do is change this. We need to go down 1. And then how big is this room? It's a little bit... This is 96. Okay. So what we need to do is put them down a little bit lower, and then we will drop ethanol in here. Get some plumbing, regular pipe. Let's go over, and then that's an output pipe, so we can just send it down a little bit. Let's clean up this pipe too while we're at it. Perfect. Okay. This loop has been working fine this whole time. We haven't had any issues with it. But what we need to do is drop a little bit of ethanol. Let's stop there. Alright, and now we need polluted dirt. We need to throw a critter feeder right here. We want to throw... What else do we need? We need the grooming station. Grooming station. Right? And then we need to fix this. It's up a little bit too high. Alright, we need a little bit more ethanol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be plenty. Because we don't want too much in here. Otherwise, what happens is the actual buildings will flood. So we need to be very careful as to how much we allow drop in. That's why we're being very cautious. I'd rather do just a little bit than too much. Alright. Now that should be plenty, hopefully. So it should spread out a little bit more. Come on, you can do it. Or not. Man, these saves are getting way more than what they were before. Yep, we need to send a bit more. Eventually it'll start moving. I think once it gets a little bit closer. Okay. So all that. Now that should be plenty. Hopefully. And we have 1 square left. 1 square. Alright, so let's just let a little bit more through. Again, this is just so we don't overflow or overflood the buildings. That should be plenty. Alright, Shall we try this one more time? Come on. Oh my gosh, really? We'll leave it alone for a minute. Maybe it'll settle. Maybe it won't settle. Alright, that should be good enough. Even if it's not, they have a higher chance. Right, because they're dwelling in ethanol. Do they need to be... Does it need to be higher? Poke shell. There we go. Maybe they do need more. Okay. Alright. I've never used these before, so maybe they do need to be, like, completely submerged almost. Let me know. Let me know if you've used these before. I've never made the other ones. Snazzy suits. Lots of snazzy suits. We're just gonna let it go until, I guess, we see a change. There we go. Yeah, I guess they do need more. I don't want this to overflow. You know, let's see, what is dwelling? Does it actually say, can we like click on? Let's see. That's a Santa shell, but thrive in water. Okay, so I think that they have to be at least partially submerged in a liquid. Alright, we'll just let that drop all that ethanol in here. So, you want to know why we can't do anything? Because carbon dioxide is trapped right there. Alright, let's come up here. There we go. This is just to create a buffer. That's all I'm doing here. We're not storing it here for any good reason. Excuse me. But just a buffer to allow it to keep continually going back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Okay, so see, they went up. The higher amount allowed it to go up. So I think the higher they are, like the higher the water or ethanol is, the more of a percentage of a chance they have to be a different. It's either there's a couple ways. It's either, okay, the probability increases when the creature dwells in ethanol. Okay, so the longer they sit in here, the more of a chance they will have. We're not gonna mess with it. We'll just leave it alone. What we could do is throw an airflow tile right there. That should fix the issue. Alright. Things are looking better than they were before. Most definitely. let's take a look at our rocket. Okay. They don't have power. Is that because unreachable? Okay, it's because we need to do this. Got it. We don't have any hydrogen generators over here anymore. We probably could throw them in this region. We need to deconstruct these though, and we need to move them over one. Otherwise they're going to be dropping on top of the power tile instead of what we want them to be doing, which is dropping it directly below into the liquid pump. I did a little bit of research into how these work, so we honestly probably won't even be using them as much since we don't have a ton of natural gas. So unless we make a fertilizer type thing, I don't think that we will need to do that. We made this one a little bit larger. That's gonna bother me. Why can't we do that? Let's, oh, it's because there's a power wire here. All right. Let's move this over here, please. Thank you. Alright, and then deconstruct that, and then throw for the power, natural gas generator. We will throw one here, here, and here. So all that will drop straight down into this room, and then we can send that polluted water wherever we please. They do not have a way to get here, huh? Okay. That should fix that issue. See? And that was why, because we had carbon dioxide hanging out there. So now they're just sitting in the ethanol. Perfect. Alright, let's fix this plumbing. Let's go over one and then down here. Okay, let's take a peek up here. How is this looking? The temperature went up again, but it also went down a little bit as well on this section. So let's look at ventilation overlay. All right. So how this is supposed to work, I feel like we're supposed to have extra gas flowing in this direction, but it's not really doing that. For whatever the reason. I'll have to look at the design to make sure that it looks properly. I think it's probably because there's an extra. Maybe it's because of this one right here. They can't reach that. So let's deconstruct this one temporarily. I want to try something here while we're at it. Okay, and let's build one there. I have a thought that maybe this is why it's not working the way we want it to. Okay, now let's do this. maybe that was why? No? I mean, it is connected right here, right? Yeah. It's going right into this one. We have an output and an input on both of these, right? They're not going anywhere after that, but there is an output and an input on both of them. Okay, well, we'll leave that alone. See if that changes anything. I mean, it does seem like they're still moving, which is what we want. So I'm gonna leave that alone and then go from there. All right, how's the poke shells? Oh, we have some ethanol down here. Probably from when we changed that. That's all right. Buildings. Let's break that open. All right, all those. We got all of that back. Good. Gas pipes. Yeah, we don't need any of this anymore. Let's get rid of this building. Gas pipes. There we go. It would probably, I mentioned this a little bit ago, but it would probably be a good idea to have the hydrogen be utilized from up here. So we have a bunch. So we look at it. Yeah, it's still not going into this for some reason. I don't know why. I'm very confused as to why it won't send hydrogen in this pipe. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know why this is not correct, or if there's something I'm missing. I totally feel like that this is how it has been the whole time. I mean, I could just go like this, and then it'll go in both directions, whether... and then loop back around, but that's not what we want. We don't want it to loop. How about just let it sit there and go back and forth? Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little perplexed as to why. Like, I know that the bridge provides the priority, right? That's the whole point of having the bridge here, so that way you always have hydrogen going to the hydrogen generators, but it wasn't allowing anything to go in that direction, so yeah, we'll just leave that alone. Maybe if we just try doing it again. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, and that is okay. Okay. So, I feel like this is a good place to slow it down. We did do quite a bit in this episode. We fixed a lot of minor issues. We did some maintenance on a bunch of different areas. We're going to try and get some oak Pinch Roes, which is kind of cool. I've never had those before. We are going to add some hydrogen generators over here. We have carbon dioxide all the way down here, so that's kind of why we had that set up, which I forgot about. But we needed to update this area so we can get the hydrogen generators over here as well. So that's kind of why we left it alone like that. In the next episode, I'm hoping to launch the rocket. We want to be able to... oh, we need to go over one more. Do it on both sides. We want to be able to start getting more and more research. So I think in the next episode we will start pumping that carbon dioxide directly into this engine and get ready for liftoff with one of our researchers. But again, that's it, folks. Thank you for watching. Please provide some feedback if you would like to. I do read every single one of them. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.